So as we can see here, we've had a record fourth quarter profits in each of our last... Susie, is everything okay?
Ah! They're everywhere! They're gonna get me!
Who, Susie? Who's going to get you?
The monsters!
Millions of Americans are afflicted by a horrible condition. It affects their work, their family, and most can't even sleep. It's called the Spookies, and it could happen to you. So reach for a vial of Monstastat 7 to cure your case of the Spookies.
Vlad the Third Dracula, come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Right!
Hi, Vlad. What's going on? Glad to have you on the show. We've got all our contestants here, and all appear to be monsters. I think that's a first. What's our next prize, Jackie?
The next item for bid is a fresh $1 bill. The $1 bill was printed in 2015 and has a value of exactly $1.
Frankenstein, what do you say?
It's pronounced Frankenstein.
That's great. Give me a number.
$1,223 even cents.
$1,223. Good luck. Freddy Krueger?
$1,224.
Dick move, Freddy. Spooky ghost?
A nickel.
One nickel. You got it, Vlad?
$1.
Someone hit it right on the nose. Actual retail price, $1. Vlad, come on up.
Yes, oh, hell yes. Yes.
Well, you're very excited. Vlad, you've got quite the group here with you in support. I see many villagers with torches and pitchforks. What a crazy bunch.
Oh, yeah, Bob. They follow me everywhere.
Our top story tonight comes out of North Korea, where dictator Kim Jong-un held a press conference today announcing the development of a new biological weapon. We go now to video footage from today.
Oh, hello. It's me, Kim Jong-un. Today is a very special day in Superior North Korea, as I have been smart enough to come up with the ultimate weapon to use against the stupid heads called America States. They will have no chance against North Korea. I give you chupacabra missiles. That's right. These babies are filled up with hundreds of chupacabras imported from Mexico. When these are launched over U.S. cities, the chupacabras will release and attack everyone. It'll be mayhem. Ha 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 ha. Change of plan. All our chupacabras are dead. No one drilled any air holes for them to breathe. I guess we'll go back to pran empty frets.
Carla, can you describe how it felt when the entity attacked you?
Well, it was awful. I was scared and confused. I couldn't really understand what was happening.
Yeah, but what about the entity's penis? What was it like?
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness, from Half Past Dead to Deadly Prey. It's the only podcast that has Sando the Sandwich Man and Dr. Jackie. I'm your host, Justin. How are you guys?
You know, last week we had the Back to the Future Day.
We did.
And
yeah, October 21st.
Everybody had, like, on the Facebook, like, pictures of them when they were in DeLorean, so I myself celebrated. I went to my mom's house and pretended that I hit my head, and I let her feel me up in her bed.
That's...
And then my stepdad came in and he was like, "That's Back to the Future 1, not 2.
You stupid man.
And we were like, "Shit." And so we just went to Chili's.
You didn't go buy a sports predicting betting book?
Oh, no. No, at that point you're like,
president?
These Back to the Future movies are silly.
Well, speaking of Back to the Future Day and some listener feedback, we have heard from...
That's fine. My arm just got chopped off this week. Don't ask how I'm doing.
That happens every week.
You know, yeah.
So our friend Martini Shark, Brad Schlager, he's got a friend on Twitter at Mike Geister who says that fuck Back to the Future Day
He wants Biggles' Big Adventure in Time Day.
Fuck yeah. I didn't
So-
actually let my mom fill me up. I didn't even care about Back to the Future. I'm with that guy.
That's on you, man. You gotta start bringing the Biggles to the table. You've been talking mean game, and now you're getting
about Biggles, yeah.
fan requests from people who aren't even our fans. They're fans of our fans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how deep that shit goes. That Biggles
So I have
needs
to,
to
like,
happen.
next picks is mine, isn't it?
After this is the last week of Spooky Horror Fest, Octoberween.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe Biggles in Time next time. We got some more listener feedback regarding our lovely episode on Queen of the Damned.
Already.
Bad Movie Sunday pipes in and says, "So this is where Justin shits on a good movie I like."
Oh, I knew it was going to happen.
Again.
When we were talking about we gave it the treatment. Jackie defended it as admirably as she could. We raked that shit over the coals.
Yep, pretty hard.
And I realized that it was just a bunch of stuff that people like.
Yeah.
Like, in this, like, all of their
Not
sensibilities,
story.
like, we made fun of music that people really like. Disturbed released 5 consecutive albums
Oh my
that
God.
debuted at number 1.
Oh,
Do
boy.
I like them? No, but do a lot of people? Yes.
I was thinking about this movie again in the car ride over, and really, I fuck the vampires, fuck all the sexy business, great, whatever. My really just bare bones with this movie
Is boring.
There's absolutely no story.
It's just boring.
No story
Boring movie.
at all.
It's so boring it spilled over into another podcast.
The story was so non-existent that it, as you mentioned, it's vampire falls in love, but when does that even fucking happen? That doesn't happen in the movie. He
It
just
does. In
is.
the end, he's like, I love you. I
Yeah, it
guess.
just happens. Like, it's not vampire falls in love. Vampire is in love is the story. That's not it at all. Said Matthew Vandiver. We piped in from Vandiver regarding the same thing. He says should have been a parody film about a vampiric Freddie Mercury. Might have been better then, and I totally agree.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury wouldn't have fucking flopped around on the screen like a fish. He would have given us some action and some high notes and all sorts of tomfoolery.
Yes, indeed.
I say fuck you turds. That's an awesome
Fuck you turds.
Fuck you turds. Queen of the Damned is awesome. Be quiet, turds. I love Queen of the Damned. I'm with every other listener out there that thinks that you two are dick bags because you guys threw it under the bus, but I loved it.
Well, see, I guess the program gets some points. It's just us. We're just dickheads.
Yeah, we're the dickheads.
Yeah.
Whereas we were all 3 united against Johnny Mnemonic, and it didn't go well.
Yeah. Let's move into streaming do's and don'ts this week. We've got 4, starting out with Vicious Lips on Amazon Prime. Sam, have you heard of the Vicious Lips?
I do not believe I have.
It's Albert Pyong's follow-up to Radioactive Dreams.
Is it the one where they're in space?
Yes, the space
I
rock
watched
band
that
girls.
I watched that with Roman and Mark about 5 years ago.
I don't know how I feel about this film.
It was okay. It was
It's
a
just-
little boring.
It's got all the makings. All-girl rock band flying
They're in
through
the one
space,
room for
directed by Albert
Far too-
Pyong.
They're in the control room of the spaceship or whatever. The one room for way too long.
Yeah, yep, indeed.
They
It's
didn't have
just
a
not-
budget. They didn't have a budget, and he tried to do it all in one room, and it didn't work out.
I don't like this movie. If you guys bag on Queen of the Damned, but this movie was shit.
I'm
We
not
didn't-
praising this fucking
no,
film
I'm
by
not
any
praising
means.
No, I'm going to give this one a do not. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was slow, and then
Yeah.
it took some kind of weird twist at the end that I didn't really understand, that she was hallucinating in a maze of weirdness.
Yeah, it's a dream sequence. It's fucking Dallas all over again and just pisses you off. Every time, just let filmmakers listen to us. Don't make the whole thing a dream. It's always bullshit. Or not Dallas, but fucking Newhart. I always mix those two up.
Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas has some stupid
Wait.
ending as well, but...
Who shot JR?
Yeah, who did? No, he didn't get shot because it's a dream. No,
Well, does
that's
that
not-
happen?
No, he does
Oh.
get shot, but I'm thinking
Good, he was a
Newhart, where the
dickhead.
whole thing never fucking happens.
Yeah, it's a dream from his previous Newhart show.
Yeah, don't like it.
Well, the first Newhart show wasn't a dream, though.
The Bob Newhart show I'm talking about with Larry Darrell and
Yeah,
his
well,
other
there
brother
was
Darrell.
2.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one.
The other one's called the Bob Newhart Show 2.
Oh,
He was a doctor,
I
though.
thought one was just called Newhart.
Maybe the one was just called Newhart.
Well, either way, Radioactive Dreams.
The second
Yeah.
one was funnier.
I'm gonna have to give this a do, just out of loyalty and because it's Albert Pyong and it's his
He's
second
gonna be gone
film,
soon, and
and there's enough stuff in there that is well, it's a bad movie and it's got some bad movie elements, but I'm with you guys. It's dry and it's got a middle section that's pretty
the
shitty.
middle section drags on.
But there's some silly business that happens.
Oh,
and
most
it's
of the female
still a
characters
rock
sort of
band
make
in
it out into
space.
mediocre careers,
Yeah,
too. So
Next up is on HBO Now, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night.
Is that the second one or the first one?
It's the second one.
The second one was funnier.
Starring Billy Zane.
Yeah, the second one's the one I like the best.
No, Demon Night is fucking... You're talking about the one with stupid Dennis Miller, and that shit sucks,
Wait,
man.
so this is... No, the one with Billy Zane is the one I like.
The one with Billy Zane and William Sadler and the hot lady from
And I
Hot
don't
Shots
like it that
Part
much.
2.
Oh, Jada
Wait.
Pinkett Smith is in this one?
Jada Pinkett Smith. Well, Jada
Wait,
Pinkett.
Brenda Baker.
Brenda Bake is in it. Somebody else that's not like... He's like Clint Howard, but he's not Clint Howard is in this. This shit fucking ruled, Sam. You can eat my ass. Jackie,
I thought I
you
said
with
I
me
liked
on
the
that?
one with Billy Zane.
It's awesome.
It
Billy
is an awesome
Zane
movie. This was just...
fucking rules.
So
This
this is the
was
second
fun.
one, right?
I don't know, Sam. It's called Demon Night.
The one without Billy Zane is bleh.
Yeah, there's one with Dennis Miller and there's one with Billy Zane. We're talking about the Billy Zane
The
one.
Billy Zane one's good.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd give this one a do. I was entertained. I liked it.
There's The Phantom, and then there's this. If you want to see Billy Zane really fucking ham it up and be like, this is why they pay me the money, ladies.
The Sniper
Hollywood.
Reloaded's pretty good for
Yeah,
Billy
that's true.
Zane business,
That's true.
too.
But it, raised eyebrow and, oh, God, I am a total dickhead, and I'm good with that. And, dude, he fucking rules.
He fucking rules.
He is awesome.
The
and
Phantom
Demon Night
is
is fucking awesome.
One of my favorite movies all time.
People are getting their heads punched through. He fucking punches a man with his fist shoved into another man's head.
Yeah, in
It's
fact,
awesome.
To answer a question from previous podcasts, you were like, is this the better superhero movie, the best superhero movie of the 90s? I say, no, it was The Phantom.
That's a superhero movie. I said comic book adaptation.
The Phantom is a comic book
No, it is
adaptation.
not.
Yes,
it is a 30s radio television program.
I thought it was
or a
based
radio
on
show. No,
Serial.
It is not. That's The Shadow.
The Shadow was also in the 90s. Did you
But
like
it
The
was
Shadow
also-
better?
No,
than
of course
the
not.
Fantastic Four? You loved The Shadow.
I think it's fucking okay.
Huh.
It's mediocre at best. It's not the
yelled
fucking
at me.
fan.
You told me that I was the worst
Just
person
because
alive
of that
because I
one
thought it was
joke,
mediocre.
and it's okay, and it's fun.
It was an okay
It's
joke.
not the fucking
movie,
Fantastic
the
Four.
whole
We're
thing
not
was
talking
whatever.
about that movie. We're talking about Demon Night. Jackie, what do you got?
I'm going with a do. I
Yeah.
thought it was entertaining. I thought it was campy and fun. And the demons were pretty awful looking, which was not...
Back mid-90s practical effects. They're all costume makeup people.
Did Stan
Yep.
Winston work on this one?
He directed it.
Yeah, this is the one.
No shit. You got it now?
Yeah,
You got it. You're good on this one.
yeah.
Brother. What about the Dennis Miller one?
No, that one sucks.
Yeah.
The Billy Zane one, that's the one.
Okay. All right. Well, it's got William
Stan
Sadler
Winston,
in it,
he
too.
directed
Yeah.
it, right?
Oh, Frank, or Dennis Miller, or not Dennis Miller, the other Dennis,
Frank Langella?
no,
Dennis
Miller.
Farina?
Not Frank Miller, not Dennis Miller.
Dick Miller.
Dick Miller's in it!
Fuck yeah.
Dick Miller's awesome in it as well. Fuck yeah. This is a total, just go watch it right now. It's rad. HBO Now. Also on HBO Now is When a Stranger Calls. Back.
Oh.
Made for TV movie.
Yeah, no, I don't like this one.
Oh yeah?
No.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, what happens?
Nothing.
Oh really?
Is it a Lifetime movie or like
No,
a
I think it was like a, I don't know, maybe like a Showtime
80s?
jobber. Yeah.
guy from Wings?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You know When a Stranger Calls though, right? Have you checked on the children lately?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, they're good. No, they're not. He's in the house. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
This is When a Stranger Calls.
Back.
Back.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. I'm pretty sure I don't. Click. I have to call them back. Hello? Yes, this is me again. I told you have the wrong number. I'm in your fucking basement. You're like, I don't have a basement. This is the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Yeah, how does the When a Stranger Calls call in the
Back.
80s?
I don't know.
Like, he's using the landline that's inside the house? How does that... He doesn't have a cell phone. How does he do that?
I don't know. The call's coming from inside the house. Phones don't work like that. Shut up, you.
Anyways, When a Stranger Calls Back is one of those rare occurrences where the sequel is leaps and bounds better than the original.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
think
this
isn't
was...
the Stan Winston, Billy Zane... That's a sequel, isn't it?
No!
It's not the first one, is it?
It's the first Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. It's the only Tales from the Crypt Demon Night, asshole. Stop talking about that movie. Jackie, When a Stranger Calls Back.
Okay, it wasn't that great, but I really super liked it because psychologically it was totally scary.
It was spot on.
It was really, I'm going to take it back. Yeah, I really liked this movie. I thought it was great.
Stalker. It's not, he's in the house again. It's a college girl gets fucking stalked, and guess what? She's not even the fucking main character of the movie. Halfway through, she's fucking dead.
Huh.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, and
Spoiler.
it
No,
is
actually,
one of those
she's not
things
dead,
where you're
but-
freaked out, you stay up all night,
Double spoiler.
you finally fall asleep as the sky is starting to lighten up, and then you wake up a couple hours later and all the windows in your house are open and you know that they've gotten back in.
Yeah. No,
It is freaky.
I really liked it. Plus, it's one of the early occurrences where there's the body paint. I'm hiding. I'm like a super artist, and I'm going to paint my body to match your wall, and then I'm going to come out when you can't. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, where
I know
they do
you're
that
talking
shit.
about.
And
Tobias.
Yeah, Tobias, exactly, from
Blue Man
Arrested
Group, yeah.
Development. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks great. Works perfectly. I really liked When a Stranger Calls Back.
So did
Yeah, and
he
when
call,
Sorry, Sam, go
did
ahead.
he call from inside the house?
No.
Oh, so but then because if he did, that would exhibit a stinker staple of not knowing how phones work.
Yeah, he doesn't call at all. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
It's spoiler alert.
Yeah, the first time that you see him in this
He
movie,
doesn't have a phone.
he doesn't have a phone with him. You're right.
No, he doesn't.
But it freaks you the fuck out because he
it's
is
a good
right
shot.
there,
It's a fucking
and
good shot.
she is trying to get out of the
Don't
door.
see it coming.
No, and it is freaky. Like the way that he is just shot in that sequence is just, it is creepy
Easily
as all hell.
the scariest movie I've seen this year, which is high praise because I don't think films are scary because I just can't suspend my disbelief, but
Other than the skin
It's
that I
pretty
live
good.
in, that shit was scary.
yeah, that shit's pretty
That's
scary,
fucked
but
up.
this is, I really liked this movie. I highly recommend it. Last but not least, on Netflix, totally not a horror movie, and I totally watched it by myself, but Sam has seen this, Five Element Ninjas.
Five Element Ninja is fun.
Wah, wah, Shaw Brothers. Wah, shaw,
It's not
shaw.
as it's not as good as what is the one with the honeymoon?
Heroes of the East.
Heroes,
now.
Heroes of the, but it's good. I feel like Five Element Ninjas is like the second best one.
Really hot beginning, real hot end, dry middle.
Dry middle, yeah, and the walking. It's like the Lord of the Rings with all of the walking.
Yeah, but I really like the walking because there's these 5 different groups of ninjas, and they all have their
Different
elemental
elemental
ninjas:
ninja.
the earth, wind, fire, smoke. Or not smoke. Gold. Gold's one of the elements.
Yeah,
huh?
I think you can get it in a double pack with 7 Deadly Venoms, and even though 7
Five-
Deadly Venoms,
5 deadly venoms.
there's a 7 one.
Oh, maybe it's the sequel.
I don't know. But
Anyways.
either way, if it's whatever, the Deadly Venoms one has more consistent action, but it isn't as good as the bookends on this one.
Yeah, no, this
The wire
one's-
work at the end is really good.
Yes, and it's silly, and it's one of the bloodiest Shaw movies I've ever
Yes, it
seen.
is.
But very silly blood, and like, oh my god, it is so freaking silly. This shit is just like, everything you want in a ninja film. If you like, if you're like us and don't really believe that ninjas in real life are like cool, I guess you want them to have
Well, it's
magical powers
just
and be able to do things that are
more
physically impossible
Of
by
the
humans.
Same with the Shaw brothers and just not knowing anything about ninjas
You're right.
and loving them so much.
Yep, there's guys. I like the gold guys. They've got spinning shiny helmets. Like they spin
Yeah.
it and then it blinds people because their helmets are gold. But then there's fucking knives inside the helmets that shoot out. It's ninja shit. This
It's
is
ninja
ninja
shit.
shit in a goddamn can. Totally watched 5 Element Ninjas on Netflix. On Good Neighbor Bad Neighbor this week, it's my week because I've chosen this movie, Spookies. We're gonna do a little spooky business, but they're not Halloween per se, but spooky element. Starting with Dana Scully.
Nobody ever like sacks her house, do they?
They kill her cat, her little tiny dog.
Doesn't
Quig
Quig die in the lake or whatever?
I don't know, but I know he.
Yeah, that was like she was on site when that happened.
Yeah, she's there drinking wine, being oh, well, I've got the night off. I'll just draw a bath and have some wine, and Quig and I'll think about Mulder with his pants off.
I don't know what Quig's thinking of, but
He's
it's probably
dog
not
biscuits.
that. Dog biscuits.
He's thinking, oh, I sure hope I don't die tonight. Whoops.
Oh,
Dang it. Yeah. Yeah, so Dana Scully.
She's quiet.
She's quiet.
She's Catholic.
She's very Catholic.
So
With a sense of alien kidnappery.
yeah.
Jackie, did you tune into the X-Files much?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so you're familiar with the Dana Scully.
Yeah.
Lonely. Maybe,
Just a little bit. I mean, I didn't really watch it all that much.
she's an apartment dweller.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's never there and she's quiet. When the dog gets killed, you don't notice it. You just hear about it later and you feel sad and you get her something.
Well, here's the deal. I think she's not there because she's Not because she's working so hard, but because she got kidnapped by aliens for like 2 seasons.
Mm.
Well, either way.
Yeah, she's not there, but sure, you got to deal with fucking aliens. Like, how else are they going to kidnap her? They're gonna fucking visit her, shining their fucking alien flashlights in the windows, and you're gonna see that shit. There's gonna be fucking spooky aliens outside of your windows and be like, hey, quiet down over there, you fucking spooky aliens. I'm trying to get some sleep. And they're like,
or you're like,
blah, blah, blah.
In your Star Wars pajamas, take me with you. I'll go too. I'll save you the trouble. I've been eating a lot of broccoli for the anal probe. That was a long reach, sorry.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna give her a bad neighbor.
I think good neighbor.
I think she's just a forgettable neighbor. So
The best kind.
yeah, I'm just gonna go
Forgettable
whatever.
until those aliens come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other side of the coin, Fox Mulder.
Worst neighbor ever. You see him coming down the hall, you're like, get in, he's got fucking pictures of Bigfoot again, I know it.
Hey, could you take a look at these pictures? I don't
God
want
damn
to.
it. No, not again.
I'm not supposed
What do
to
you
see
think? I
this.
think I want to go into my house and never be in the hallway when you're coming home.
And he's a talker. He's a jabberjaw.
he's a
He'll
goddamn
fucking talk
talker.
to anybody. He's hanging out with those lone gunmen, and they're talkers, and he's not even supposed to be talking to them. He's like got a fucking do not talk about spooky aliens contract at the FBI, and he's telling fucking everybody about spooky aliens.
Yeah, and if you tell him, like, look, dude, sorry, you're an okay guy, but I just don't believe in aliens, and then he just will go on some philosophical monologue like, do we not believe in aliens because that's what they want us to not believe? And blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah,
you're, like,
he's one of those weirdos that
backing
you avoid.
slowly into your own apartment and closing the door and locking it.
Yeah, if there was a communal laundry place and you saw him coming, you would just leave your clothes and be like, fuck it. If they mold, I don't care.
There's more of these available in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go bad neighbor.
He also, I think,
I'll get another signed Led Zeppelin shirt.
I think he'll also, I think he'll drink your beer. I think he's the kind that walks straight in, like you open the door and he just comes in, goes
Grabs
straight to the
one of your
fridge,
beers and
grabs a
monologues.
beer, starts talking about spooky aliens, and you're like, now I'm out fucking Budweiser's. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Real bad neighbor. Last but not least, Velma from Scooby-Doo.
So if Velma
This is the
was
one with the
real,
glasses, right?
Yes.
She just has a bad haircut and glasses. Other than that, she's stacked up top.
She is top heavy.
Yeah, I think that I could probably not have sex with her if she lived next to me.
Is Velma a teenager?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Are
I don't
any of
know.
them teenagers?
I don't know.
I thought they were
I don't
all
know.
like 19, 20.
I think Shaggy's like 37.
Yeah, he's
could
older.
be. So we don't, she doesn't just get disqualified because she's a teenager. She's an adult.
I'm going to say good neighbor because she probably has some sweet, sweet books that I can go over and borrow.
She would be a bookworm. Yeah.
Tits.
Yeah. Sam's in on the sweater
She's
kittens.
got sweater puppies.
Yeah.
She is smuggling.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even doing
Yeah.
a good job smuggling.
Yeah.
So just imagine how gigantic they are. If they're visible under that fucking turtleneck, bazongas, you're coming out. Like, it makes that sound when she takes a shower. Like, you just hear that when you wake up. Like, oh, she's taking a shower again. Here goes another box of Kleenex.
All right. Well, there you go. Velma's a good neighbor. Sam, what do you got on 1986's Spookies?
Spookies. 1988-ish?
Oh, really?
That's when it was released here.
YouTube says
It was released
86,
in
but-
86 in Hong Kong.
Ah.
And then in Europe in 87. And then here in 88.
The copy that we have has a British film board.
So that would have been
sticker
the
at front of it.
87.
Yeah.
So that's the 87 release. They're probably all a little bit different as well.
Yeah.
The Spookies was eventually released in the United States in 88, is what I had previously said. I guess we're watching the 87.
Mm-hmm.
It had been released overseas in
This is good. Hey, Cronkite, buckle your shit up.
It sucks because my phone just died and I'm looking. I think I gotta quit using my phone as a tablet. That's the problem. Is this our first duel movie, or did we do a Godfrey Ho already?
We did Godfrey Ho on Undefeatable, but I don't know what you mean by dual movie.
This isn't just one movie.
Oh, it's stolen from other films?
Not really. Now, that's the thing. It's not really like a Godfrey Ho where he finds movies and then adds the ninja bullshit to them.
Mhm.
Like he finds whatever the Indonesian cop movies,
Uh-huh.
and then just add some ninjas in there.
Sure.
About 20 minutes of it,
Yep.
spice things up.
Everybody
Wait a
likes
second.
ninjas.
This is a ninja movie?
No, there's
This is
no
not.
ninjas.
He's just
So-
comparing it to Godfrey Ho, who directs ninja movies.
This isn't really the same way, but sometimes people take two movies and add them and make one movie, just mix them together. Sometimes you get Godfrey Ho, where I'm going to mix this
Bruno
in.
Mattei, classic
Yeah.
example.
This isn't really a dual movie, and it shouldn't be. And even on the IMDb, it said this was two movies that were mixed together. That is not the case, IMDb.
All right.
Spookies started out as a feature film entitled Twisted Souls. The film started shooting in the late summer of 1984 and finished principal photography in October of that same year. It was directed by Brendan Faulkner and Thomas Duran, produced by Frank Farrell. Faulkner and Duran, the film Twisted Souls, was being edited, and legal issues came up between the producers and the financial backer, and it all just got shit-canned, right?
That's one of my favorite fucking early 90s bands. Bracker.
Yeah.
Sunset Boulevard bullshit. Long hair, tight pants, fake cock.
Well, the original Twisted Souls footage, directed by Faulkner and Duran, which as we'll see, is the teenagers in the two cars, the monsters Demon, Ouija Girl, Muckman, Spider Woman, Snake Demons, Hallway Demon, Grim Reaper. Those were kind of stripped down, and then the original backer hired Eugene Joseph to direct more footage, which was added to the film later. So it's almost more like Monster a Go-Go than it is like a Godfrey Ho film. Like, he got a pile of this stuff, but it's not really like Monster a Go-Go, because that was like, oh, I'm going to turn this pile of footage into a movie with more movie. This was really handled like a Fox film.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. So I think, they've really, they're making it seem like it's two movies, but it's really just sort of handled like a Fox film. Like, oh, we don't like what you've been doing here.
Mhm.
We're going to keep some of it.
Yeah.
And we're going to add some more stuff in there. So that's what they did. And John Dodds would be the creature creator. He kind of goes on to do masks and that. Speaking of the X-Files, John Dodds actually worked on the X-Files for some of the masks and creature effects. He's one of the principal visual effects artists, or special effects artists, that makes it out of this film.
Nice.
With a long-running
Good,
career. Ghostbusters 2.
Oh.
Poltergeist 3.
Whoa.
But, he's working.
I would say the X-Files is the big one.
He did a bunch of pretty popular indie horror films, so
Yeah.
keep an eye out for anything that you can recognize.
I don't know what that means.
There's not really anybody, I just told you that John Dodds is like what makes it out of this movie.
Sure, okay.
With like an intact career. Alec Nemser, I recognize him. If you recognize him, I'll tell you, that's the prize when we're watching this. If you can spot, I'm not gonna, as I usually when we watch the movie, I'm like, oh, there's so-and-so. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
If you can spot Alec Nemser, I will say, yep, that's him.
An official no prize to any fan that can say where they're from without looking on the internet.
Yeah.
Are you going to buy your own toilet paper for the studio if we can spot him?
Why not?
I'm in. Totally looking for this guy.
I'm gonna get that shitty Scott stuff that scratches everybody's assholes.
Oh my god, you're such a jerk.
Sando laughs last.
All right.
With a hurt butt.
Well, the film currently is on YouTube. I don't know how long it's going to be there. I did see that an earlier version of it got pulled, but this is a really good version. It's not 720 or any means, but it's good transfer. So check it out. It'll be on our website. Watch the movie and then come back on Monday. In the meantime, get to your bathroom.
Wait, I've got a special spooky Halloween song. Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. When ghosts and goblins bar your door, ring your bell and knock your door. Better not be stingy or your nightmares will come true.
Thank you for listening to Stinker Madness. If this is your first time, we hope you enjoyed it and will come back to listen more. But now, we'd like to ask all of our listeners for a small favor. We aren't ranking as high as we'd like, and we need your help. Would you please take just a couple of minutes to rate and review us on your preferred listening platform, be it iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever else you can. It takes many hours each week to bring you this show, and just a couple seconds of your time is a huge help for us. And for those of you that have already done this, we say thank you.